Well, following the violent Diepkloof hostel protest, the community demanded that the Gauteng leadership attend to their service delivery issues. Settlements MEC Lebogang Maile is visiting the aggrieved dwellers alongside Johannesburg municipality members. You see him there live now in Diepkloof. Newzroom Afrika's Nqobile Madlala joins us live now from Diepkloof in Soweto. Nqobile, good morning to you. What are you hearing about the engagement between the Human Settlements MEC and community leaders, and are they optimistic about what could come out of this?
Well, Naledi, we understand that the MEC is still at this point doing a walkabout in which he's trying to estimate or understand the damage that most of what the leaders here are talking about. As you can see, he's being directed and sort of shown what is it that they're worried about. And they're explaining to him, of course, the hazard in terms of just how hazard it is for the people to live here when there's holes like that. And at this point, he's still just getting a lot of information before communicating with the community at large. I can quickly just put on a mic so we can hear.
So
an interaction with the leader there, just explaining to the MEC, of course, about the sort of conditions that they have to live in, talking about windows, talking about walls, talking about doors, and of course the MEC just ensuring them that they have come here before, they have checked the state of these places before, and of course is going to give us more details what came out of that when they did do those checks, and we'll get those details when he does interact with the community at large, which we understand is going to be at the community hall, to sort of hear what will come out of this. Let's listen again. So information sharing there with the MEC, they're explaining who was at the time the MMC of Johannesburg, who was able to see these conditions in the past, and they're saying that of course this is something that's been highlighted with the department for quite some time, and of course they just want the MEC to be able to come up with those resolutions that they're hoping for, especially when it comes to the buildings. They're now showing those toilets that they were worried about. You all remember them, the females most likely speaking about the fact that there were some issues, especially when it comes to health, with these mobile toilets. So these are some of the things that they're highlighting, just sharing with the MEC. Let's listen one more time.
Yeah. If I doesn't get a protest, you catch.
Angithi mina ngizwele nikhomba undunankulu ngomuno, nikhomba ne province ngomuno. Bathi awuthi ngizwe ngisondele. Mhlambe kunento esezayithembisa singayenzanga.
Njengoba besho umfowethu kufanele sibakhombe ngoba ngobesho ukuthi akuna ukube nila nonke. Angawumesha uphakathi.
Akuna ngithina vele ingikhaze phela. Ngikhaze.
Okay.
So ngoba sengifikile manje ningichaze ukuthi inkinga yini. Ngachaza nami ngathi ezinye izinto zifuna isithi ezinye zifuna iproblem, and nichaza kahle nani ukuthi unenziwedwa izwane sithi So into engizoyenza enesichazile ukuthi angeke sibe nomhlangano manje namhlanje. Nomhlangano ekumele sibe nawo, kumele kube nomeya, kube no-MMC, kube nani bese-ke siyavumelana ngoba if kune report enithi khona, I think le report yenziwe i-city ethi no le ndawo ayilungelanga ukuthi abantu bahlale, akumelanga si-ignore leyo report ngoba abantu uma bangashona la futhi thina zabe sinecala siwuhulumeni futhi kuzamele ukuthi siyenze action. So yiko ngithi siyavumelana sizohlangana.
Ngizobuza ngiyadideka inesimo eyichaza lento. Iyangidida nje mina. Ngithiwa ngidideka nje. Ngixolisayo ukubuza kakhulu. Ubuza ngani? Ngithi mina uMC ngoba ubethumela ithimba njengeprovince. Obhovu bebela. Namhlanje abekho obhovu. Umpumo bebeba la. Abekho namhlanje. Isizathu sokuthi laba bantu besimama nemhlangano uphu MK abekho bonke. So angithi thina ke njengamanje MEC iyasitshela lento ukuthi kusho ukuthi kusaqhubeka yona le bribery leyo ukuthi ngathi sizimpathanyana thina njengoba bengekho kwathi bibona abasicade besicela ukuthi bacela sibambe usuku yeza wena futhi uzoza nento ephathikayo nabantu sabatshela sabamisa nabantu izohamba bakhona maninike ngoba uMC uyeza futhi uza nento ezonijabulisa. So ke uyabona njengamanje ngiyithola mina ngijabha nje futhi ngiphoxa kakhulu ngazi ukuthi ngizobathini abantu abalapha manje ngisazophinde ngizobatshela indaba yestory ngoba la bantu singabachaza yonke lento ngifuna bethi sisachaza sithuli kanje
angithi wena uqeda ukungitshela manje ukuthi ngoba kunokhetho uzoqhubeka mina nginankinga nokuthi ni protest ayikho inkinga ilungelo leni lelo ucacile ukuthi abantu abahlalanga la so ngeke ngithi kini hayi ninga complain ningabi into engizoyicela nje ukuthi masingamoshi property lana masingashayi abantu senze kodwa thina sifuna ukwenza sure ukuthi sicazulula lenkinga not ngoba kunokhetho ngoba sikhathalela abantu yingakho ngichazele into esiyenzayo lapha kulama hostela esiwahunga thina so siyiprovince and ngichazile futhi ukuthi noma kungasama hostela wethu lawo kunomsebenzi esisizoyenza lezi zinto eziwu3 ukukhuluma ngazo esifuna ukuzenza kuwonke ama hostela zizawusifuna about 3 billion siyazi ukuthi kumele kwenze kodwa kune into angazi nina nithe nifakeni kulezo njengoba usho ukuthi nifake iroof nafaka iminyango nafaka ama-window mhlawumbe kunezinto ezingenzwanga kufana nalezo ukuthi ihostela ingawa kuzomele ukuthi uma singahlangana kusasa Wednesday mhlawumbe Thursday sicela umeya sinike isikhathi sakusasa ngize sihlangane masicela ukuhlangana sikhulume nomphakathi wonke ingabi inkinga yenu kuphela yokukhuluma nomphakathi.
MEC yabona into ozibala uke wathi umfowethu uzogibela kanjani kule roof uyibona iwa ihotela ama-engineers afika la e-Gauteng province lanto lesikhuluma sisireporta la sisireporta lefoni sinayo and le foni ayilahleki impela ihlala kimi sina babuya bona i-ofisi kameya ne-ofisi kaprim basho bathi no ihotela ikhondeniwe kuthiwa mele umuntu kuhlala sabuza sathi guys sicela nisinekeke nathi in black and white le nto leyo babaleka.
Okay masenzeni kanje ngivumelana nani into engifuna sivumelane ngayo siyavumelana ukuthi akumelanga ukuthi kube yimi kuphela la or kube umeya kuphela ngoba uma kuyimi la ngizokhuluma lokhu umeya maka la ukhuluma lokhu. So into engimele enzakale mina ngithi ngizamletha umeya la
nini
ngolosini ngoba ngifuna ukucheka mina ngiyabuya la
ngolosini
okay ngolosini ngize naye ngize ne-MMC ngichazile bafowethu ukuthi kungani ngithe namhlanje ithi ngize ngoba ngithi benikhomba umuno lapha ku premier ngathi mhlawumbe kunento ayishilo engayazi mina ithi ngizwe ukuthi yini ngoba uma ngimbuza ngithi kunento oyishilo ukuthi hayi cha mina ngishongo lutho ngithi ko ithi siye-ke siyi-provincial government ngoba ngeke sizwe umphakathi uthi uyasifuna unenkinga bese sithi hayi siyahlala nje ingakho ngithi no ithi ngize kodwa-ke kucacile ukuthi into ekumele siyenze uma sihlangana kumele kube yimi kube umeya kube u-MMC wezindlu la eJohannesburg and uma siza lama report engikhuluma ngawo kumele size ukuthi cacile sithi okay i-report icacile ithi abantu akumelanga bahlale la yini plani singakhulumi into eziningi siloku sijikajika ngoba kusiza ukujikajika inkinga zasemahostel akusila kuphela leya report esenzini.
All right, we're going to come out of that. Of course, we'll be asking the Human Settlements MEC Lebogang Maile engaging with community leaders of the Diepkloof hostel. And really coming out of those engagements is, you'd remember that over the past few days, those community leaders have been calling for Premier Panyaza Lesufi to come and see them. The MEC essentially now saying to them, well, you have requested provincial government. I'm here representing provincial government. But what I can commit with you today, and this is essentially what he's committing, is that he will return perhaps later on this week, not alone, but with the MMC and certainly with the mayor. And those deliberations continuing. But you'd remember, of course, Aldrin, that Mayor Kwamanda has been to Diepkloof Hostel last year and engaged that very same community and made promises, and still their complaints remain.
Around the very same concerns that they are raising. About 10 years ago, I covered that story in that hostel, and it has become worse. So certainly it seems that there is no silver lining to the concerns that have been raised by these residents. But let's see what's going to happen this time around. It is, of course, also an election season. But let's